People ask me all the time, Joseph, do you actually like aromatics? And after all my time spent smoking, my answer has stayed the same. Yes, and I like aromatics just the way a chef likes every ingredient used in a recipe. A great chef doesn't stop using vanilla extract because they learned how to make a proper beurre blanc. In the same way, every ingredient has its place, and I'm here to break down why aromatics and a certain few have earned a permanent place in my rotation. I'm Joseph Foy. This is the Carolina Pipe. Welcome to the porch. Here's something most people never talk about honestly. There are 3 reasons why I reached for an aromatic, and none of them have anything to do with being a beginner. The first reason is company. When I'm smoking in mixed company, especially mixed company of non-smokers, aromatic pipe tobaccos are the courteous choice. I'm not going to be clearing my yard or the porch with something that smells offensive to people who don't smoke, even though they don't know the taste you might be having. For me, the porch is a place for people to feel comfortable. Reason number 2 is if I want to taste a specific flavor and focus primarily on that, aromatics are perfect for this application. And number 3 surprises people. I reach for an aromatic when I want to zone out. They're not complex. I don't have to sit and process what I'm smoking. I can sit on the porch. I can watch the kids play in the yard. I can just think about the day and enjoy my pipe without having to be cognizant of every second and every flavor compound presenting itself. Now, let's walk through my favorite list. And to start, my all-time favorite aromatic is called Old Toby, or now Tombighee by the Country Squire. If you can find it, and it's normally available in bulk, I recommend trying it at least once. I very, very rarely meet people who don't like Old Toby. I personally will always keep it in my rotation just because of the name, whether it had the tobacco was good or not. Luckily on my end, it's fantastic. Highly recommend. Cherry aromatics are a bit of a touchy subject for people. For some, blends can taste very medicinal like cough syrup. For others, they can taste like a maraschino, dessert cherry. Some blends can bring out the tart, sweet, natural fruit taste of a cherry. My personal favorite cherry is Colt's Blood Red Moon. Widely available, one of the best-selling blends of all time on pipesandcigars.com. This is an excellent cherry. For me, this tastes like a dessert cherry without being medicinal. Another fantastic cherry option, which I don't have on me now, is Kendal Black Cherry. This is a fantastic cherry, even though it's harder for me to get a hold of it. The next flavor stop on our aromatic tour is Irish Cream. This is personally one of my favorite flavor profiles in an aromatic tobacco. Taking the crown is CAO's Eileen's Dream. This is more of a dessert tobacco. This brings out really creaminess, almost a little bit of chocolate in the background. This is for when you want to have something sweet and you want to enjoy an afternoon. I highly recommend this. On the flip side, a little bit more Virginia forward, I highly recommend Erin Bragh's Irish Cream. To me, this is a touch more boozy and a touch more Virginia forward. The tin note is not as strong, the room note is not as pleasant as CAO's Eileen's Dream, but that doesn't mean this is a bad smelling tobacco. I recommend it if you're looking for a little bit more tobacco forward flavor mixed with the cream of the aromatic. And finally on my list of top time aromatics comes from the place where I learned how to smoke a pipe. That is Boda's Pipes and Cigar in Greenville, South Carolina. It's a house blend by Bob, one of the founding members of Boda and patron there, and he made a blend called Baccy. Now, I can't tell you exactly what the flavor compounds were. I know there were Burleys, Virginias, and Cavendish mixed in. However, this blend lives in memory more in taste, and if I ever get the chance to stop by, I will be prepping and bulking up. They have some options to buy online. You should check them out. Wonderful store. To me, Bob's Baccy lives more in memory than in taste. It reminds me of my first pipe. It reminds me of struggling and lighting match after max. It reminds me of just sitting and working in college, writing papers in that shop, and doing my best just to stay afloat. It reminds me of the struggle. And those were the good days. They still are. Now for my codger blend. For those looking for a more affordable option, I pick Borkum Riff's Bourbon Whiskey. It's the best Borkum Riff flavor in my opinion. I get the least amount of issues and tongue bite from this one, and it always consistently delivers. You're not going to win any awards, but you're never going to be disappointed either. And finally, my favorite seasonal aromatic, but you can smoke whatever, whenever you want, is Cornell and Deal's Autumn Evening. It tastes fantastically like syrup, like fall, and it just reminds me of the first flannel of a fall season and a campfire with my wife and kids. If you're just getting started out and watching review after review of aromatics and reading top 10 lists and review videos, here's my advice to you. Smell the tobacco before you buy it. If you can go to a shop, smell their bulk blends. Smell what you think. You might smell a vanilla, and in your head, it's something different than what you were expecting. You might be blown away by a local peach flavor. You never know. If you get the chance, go for it. Especially because aromatics, when you pop the tin, always smell stronger than they taste in the bulk. Doesn't mean it's broken. That's how they were made to be. So, if you don't smell your tobacco and smile, you certainly won't smile when you're smoking it. Another word of caution is to steer clear of high Virginia content aromatics for beginners only. High Virginia content blends or Virginia specific blends can actually cause a chemical reaction and cause tongue bite. No matter how hard you try, no matter how you pack your pipe, people have different pH balances and it can affect you differently. Lean into Virginias as you gain more and more experience, but if you're just starting out, stick with a more Cavendish burley base instead. And always, always, always air dry your aromatics before smoking. Take the amount you think you're going to smoke, lay it out on a paper plate or paper towel, and let it sit for 10-20 minutes. Excess moisture is your enemy. A drier smoke is a cooler smoke, and you will get more flavors than you thought possible. Just give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments. And a final note. The pipe community tends to treat aromatics like training wheels for pipe smokers, something you're supposed to graduate from as you grow and learn in your technique. And I want to reject that completely. A serious chef doesn't stop using simple ingredients because they've learned complex techniques. In the same way, aromatics serve a real purpose at every level of experience in this hobby. And frankly, when you're smoking on the porch and your family and friends are nearby, something that smells like vanilla or cherry is a lot more enticing than something that'll clear the yard. And at the end of the day, there's nothing beginner about being considerate. My name's Joseph Floyd. This is the Carolina Pipe. Welcome to the porch.